The coronation of Princess Leonor and Baron Trump underscore a new era begins. A crown, a throne, a nation waiting, but not the nation you expect. Not the monarch you imagined. This is no ordinary coronation. This is a beginning the world never saw coming. Script body. The bells of Madrid toll across the city. Streets are lined with roses, flags ripple in the wind, and the air itself seems to tremble with anticipation. Spain, a land steeped in centuries of royal tradition, stands on the threshold of history. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has reached the moment destiny carved for her from birth. Yet beside her stands a figure no one expected, Baron Trump. How did this moment arrive? What forces, of family, of love, of politics, of fate, brought together the Spanish crown and an American dynasty? To understand this day, we must go back. Back to childhood. Back to whispers in palaces and across oceans. Back to the quiet seeds of a union that would grow into a moment shaking the world. Princess Leonor of Spain, born to King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, raised in the careful balance of modern monarchy and ancient duty. From her first public appearances, Spaniards saw not only a girl, but their future queen. She was educated under the brightest minds of Europe, trained in military discipline, schooled in languages, diplomacy, and history. Every moment prepared her for the crown that now gleams before her. Across the Atlantic, in the marble halls of power in the United States, Baron Trump was growing up in a very different kind of spotlight. Tall, quiet, reserved, he became a figure of fascination. Son of a president, heir not to a monarchy, but to influence, wealth, and scrutiny. While his father divided nations, Baron seemed to stand apart, untouched by politics, carrying a dignity and mystery rare for his age. Two worlds, two legacies, two destinies. The question was never if Leonor would rule. The question was how she would rule, and who would stand beside her. Few imagined that answer would be found in the son of an American president. But life, like history, delights in rewriting its own rules. Whispers began during their teenage years. Educational exchanges. Quiet meetings at international gatherings. Glances caught by the cameras, dismissed at first as coincidence. Yet behind palace doors, something was unfolding. Friendship grew into affection, and affection into love. The Spanish court resisted. The American press mocked. How could a future queen bind her destiny to a young man with no royal lineage, whose name carried controversy, power, and division? Yet Leonor was steadfast. She had inherited her father's discipline, but her mother's iron will. And Baron, though reserved, carried a gentleness that cut through the noise of politics. Every great royal story is not only about crowns and titles, but about tension. Families torn between tradition and heart. Advisors whispering of danger, of scandal, of weakness. And yet, love, true love, has a way of bending history itself. On the morning of the coronation, Madrid awakens not just to witness a new queen, but to witness the merging of two dynasties. The cathedral doors open. Leonor, radiant in her coronation gown, steps into a silence so deep it feels eternal. Baron walks beside her, his height towering, his face calm yet unreadable. The people gasp, not in anger, not in disbelief, but in awe. The archbishop raises the crown. The weight of Spain's history rests upon this young woman's head. And yet, as the crown descends, the cameras catch what the crowd already feels: she is not alone. Her hand, delicate yet firm, finds Baron's. This is not merely a coronation. It is a proclamation. The union of tradition and change. Of Europe and America. Of monarchy and modernity. But this story is not without its shadows. What challenges lie ahead? Will Spain embrace an outsider at the heart of its monarchy? Will America's media allow Baron to stand beside his queen without tearing him apart? And what of Leonor's family? How will King Felipe and Queen Letizia reconcile their daughter's duty with her heart's choice? History offers clues. When monarchs married across borders, empires shifted, wars ended, alliances forged. Could this be the dawn of a new alliance, not of politics, but of people? Not of treaties, but of love. The ceremony continues. Oaths are spoken. Trumpets sound. The Spanish anthem roars. As the crown touches Leonor's brow, a murmur spreads through the cathedral, then through the streets, then across the world. A queen is born. But so too, a new narrative is born. One in which an American boy stands not as an outsider, but as a partner to royalty. In the days to come, newspapers will argue. Critics will sharpen their words. Supporters will flood the streets. But those who witnessed this moment will tell another story. They will speak of the silence before the crown touched her head. Of the sunlight catching the gold. Of the way her hand refused to let go of his. This is how eras begin. Not with certainty, but with courage. Not with perfection, but with love. The story of Leonor and Baron is not merely about monarchy. It is about humanity, about the universal struggle between expectation and desire, between tradition and change, between fear and hope. As the bells ring once more, Spain steps into a new chapter. The world watches, some in admiration, some in doubt, but all in recognition that history has shifted. The coronation of Princess Leonor and the presence of Baron Trump at her side marks not just the crowning of a queen, but the crowning of a new idea, that love, even in the corridors of power, has the strength to shape nations. A new era begins, and the world will never be the same.